Hey guys, in case you want to know, I am back from seeing Age of Ultron. Last night I saw Age of Ultron and I had a blast with it. It's not as good as the first one. As you guys all know, I love the first one. First one was just awesome. Got to see the Avengers coming together again for the first time. They were struggling to connect at first, then they did, and of course we had a great villain in Loki. Also, the action scenes were fantastic. The visual effects were fantastic. Also, I just loved Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. He's the best one. Screw Eric Bana and Edward Norton. And also, Joss Whedon did such a fantastic job of giving us sharp dialogue, great character development, and just giving us everything we wanted for the Avengers. The sequel, on the other hand, I still really enjoyed it. It's still a really fun movie, and I still recommend you guys see it because it's one of the anticipated movies of the year, and missing it is a sin. Okay, it's not as great as the first one, like as I said, because there are a few problems. The Russian accents, like these characters, some of the characters in this movie have Russian accents, and the ones from like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were kind of, I don't think they were very good. I thought that they were kind of distracting. Also, the movie has so much shit going on in it, so it feels a little bit, I don't think it feels, I think critics are saying it's like overstuffed, and I kind of somewhat agree, but I don't think it's as bad as they're saying it is. Also, this movie tries a lot, and it pushes the limits and raises the stakes to try and succeed the first one. And does it succeed? For me, no. It's still incredibly entertaining, though. I mean, the action sequences are fantastic, special effects are amazing. The opening scene almost feels like a continuous shot, but I don't think it is. I have no idea, actually. It was just cool because, it's a continuous shot. The movie has and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, they are cool new additions. Quicksilver has a few cool moments, but Scarlet Witch I think really has more moments. So Quicksilver feels a little insignificant in some way, but not too bad. Also, the movie is just so funny at times. I mean, there are some incredibly funny moments involving remember seen in the trailer, like the extended trailer for the teaser, when we saw the guys try to pick up the hammer. They actually did more. That scene's a little bit longer in the movie, and seriously, I was laughing. I actually was just losing it. There's some people I knew in the theater. I saw this in the theater that actually wasn't as packed as I thought it was for some reason, and some people I knew were just laughing their asses off, and it was very funny. Ultron is such a fantastic villain. I mean, James Spader, he creates such a compelling villain, and his voice is just unsettling. Also, for some reason, this guy's also sarcastic. He's actually kind of funny. It's pretty cool. That's what makes him a cool eventual villain. He's not just too overly serious. That's just such a stupid stereotype, like a stupid archetype or whatever the hell it is. Maybe a stereotype. Maybe it's just typical. He actually has layers as a villain. He's a person who doesn't like humanity, and he is pissed off at him. He doesn't like it. He thinks that the Earth would be better off if they destroy them. If humanity is extinct. And he's so calm. There are times where he's kind of calm, and he's just really disturbing. It's just really compelling. He's also surprisingly sarcastic. It's just so awesome. Was this movie overhyped? I think a little bit. There are some scenes in the trailers that were not in the movie, and I kind of hate that. Especially that one scene at the end of the trailer where he says, "There are no strings on me." I think that was done just to get the hype. I didn't, to be honest, when I saw the movie, that didn't look like it was, it kind of looked like, it kind of felt out of place in the movie. It would have felt out of place in the movie, maybe. Well, it could have been put in there, but, yeah. I think that was done just to ramp up the anticipation. But other than that, I didn't have a lot of problems with this movie. It is a very long movie, 2 hours, 21 minutes, probably a minute longer than the first Avengers, so that's not really a complaint. It goes way, way big. I mean, they introduced so many different new characters, like Vision, and, they introduced a few new characters. And then you also get to see Nick Fury back, and although he does play a part in this movie, but unfortunately, since, of course, after Winter Soldier, he had to go into hiding, it's not as big as the first Avengers. It's nice to see the Avengers back again, actually. It's been 3 years since we saw them. And this film, in my opinion, while it doesn't exceed the first, it meets up with this, it mostly lives up to the standard of lives up to the first one. it's still a blast of fun. So much blockbuster entertainment all over it. Joss Whedon did such a fantastic job with the action sequences, special effects, and overall the chemistry between the cast. Such great humor, and they even raised a few stakes that actually made me and a few people and several people in my theater just gasp. Because there are some shocking moments. Such as, it's a darker movie, and it does so good with the darker tone, especially with the PG-13 rating, which I kind of pissed me off a little bit, but that wasn't really a complaint. The movie is just so much fun. I mean, there was just so much thrill and anticipation, and the movie didn't feel, and the special effects, they used them to their full maximum. I mean, they didn't feel half-assed. They were just beautiful to look at. They were so well detailed, and they came at the right, and they worked so well. I mean, the action sequences are just thrilling. It's a thrill ride from beginning to end. Although there are a few problems with this movie. Also, the fact is, like, at the end of Iron Man 3, he destroyed all of it. Tony destroyed all of his suits. But when we see him again in Ultron, he just is back as Iron Man. You don't really see, there was like no build up to that. And I thought that could have been a cool addition to the movie. It's, I feel like they could have just done a build up to that, which could have been cool, but that also could have been a little distracting. Hopefully they'll do that in another Iron Man movie. They have another solo Iron Man movie. They should do that. Or maybe they should just put in like a scene or something. They should have put it in there to begin with. Maybe they should, I don't know. Because I mean, the first one had build up. I mean, they gave us, they were just giving the characters the information, and of course they gave the build up. Like, it just made us wonder whether or not about their place in the Avengers. Like, they just like find all these people, give them the information, and hopefully, and of course later on they approve of it, and they struggle first, but then they adapt and become such a kick-ass team. I really recommend, and it was cool. I mean, it was. This movie, of course, it's hard to really beat that standard that Marvel reached with the first one. But in my opinion, it's still an incredibly entertaining sequel. It's better than many sequels I've seen. I think it's better than, I guess, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, obviously. And it's also better than the first Adventure. Sure, it's not a sequel, but it did beat the first Adventure episode, Winter Soldier. I don't know where I would place this movie, actually, for my favorite Marvel movies, but I knew it's not as good as the first one. It's also kind of pales a little bit in comparison to Guardians of the Galaxy. Love that movie. So hyped for the sequel coming out in 2 years. I love that movie. And I don't know. I mean, I'm still wondering whether or not it beats out like Iron Man in the Winter Soldier. If it loses to Iron Man or even in the Winter Soldier. I hope not, but I'm still debating, because one thing is, I haven't seen Iron Man 3 in years. I do remember it. Iron Man 2, same goes. I mean, I don't remember those movies because I didn't really pay attention to them, although I still really enjoyed Iron Man. We all did. I don't know, just see this movie, just see it. It is such a blast to watch in the theater, Age of Ultron. Joss Whedon did such a fantastic job at raising the stakes and giving us so much entertainment value that's better than Michael Bay. And it's probably going to be the most fun we'll have at the theater until maybe Mad Max Fury Road or Jurassic World. Or who knows, maybe even Star Wars The Force Awakens. We're all hyped to see that. It's the most anticipated movie of the year. We're all going to see that movie on opening day. Thank God it's in December. We'll be off school. I'll be off school by that time. Yeah, I'm in high school. I'm 17. Actually, you want to know an interesting fact? I saw the movie Age of Ultron on my birthday. It came out on May 1st. I turned 17 when it came out. And seeing it was so satisfying. And I came away, I was mostly satisfied with this movie. There are a few things that are kind of and kind of make it pale in comparison to the first Avengers and even Guardians of the Galaxy. But just see it. It's Marvel, and it's such fun. If you have nothing to see, nothing good, you don't want to see Color Mall Cop 2, I'm seeing that with my mom today. That sucks ass! I just can't believe I'm seeing that movie, because I don't want to. But I'm forced to see it with my mom. I would hopefully we'll go in separate cars so that I can leave the theater the one time when I get sick with it, which is probably when it starts. But that's never happening. There's no way it's happening because my mom's not going to make me leave the theater. Also because she'll still be watching it. She'll watch it from beginning to end because she watched the piece of shit Grown Ups 2, and so did I. Fuck that movie and fucks Adam Sandler. I'm not hyped for Pixels at all. Anyways, guys, that's my review of Age of Ultron. I know I'm still deciding review, either between 4.5 and 5 stars. Really, it's like I think it's a little bit better than 4.5, but still not good enough to be 5. If you guys want any more videos, please comment below and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about Age of Ultron. Did you think it was better than the first one, or did you think it was worse? Did you think it was as good? And what's your favorite Marvel movie? Of course, mine is Avengers, because why not? It was just awesome. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see Paul Markov 2, and I'll get a review to you on that later. It's obviously gonna be a hate, so hope you be entertained by my rant.